here is where my whole theory comes in. Okay. So you saw earlier, she was a cam girl. The site was still active all the way up until 2020. I think she got arrested a couple years ago, somewhere around there. So I know everyone wants to be like, oh no, we don't really know if she was really an escort. Listen, I call a spade what it is, and I don't beat around the bush like that. All right, this chunky monkey, this one, she was an escort. All right, I don't care what anyone wants to say about it. If you're doing cam work, you're doing escort work, because cam work is literally long distancing escort work. Come on now. Okay, that literally, if you're a cam girl, you're literally doing long distancing X work, because they will give you tips. They will give you money. Now, some people say that this video was a promotion video for escort work. Like it's right there in front of you. All right. And so here's how it goes for me. Okay. Here's how it goes for me. All right. Eliza was a cam girl. She decided to get into escort work. I got my little theory thing here, right? She gets arrested. Okay. At the same time, she's the daughter of a politician. Let me see if let me pull that up real quick, so we can look at that. Scroll all the way down. All right, this is her father. That's her father, and he just got reelected in Illinois. She's from Illinois. Okay, dad got reelected. He's a Republican. All right, that's her. So is this the video? I'm not sure, but okay. Anyways, so father is a Republican. Doesn't matter. He's a politician. That's all that matters. Okay. So here's my whole speculation theory on her. All right. She was an escort. Okay. She gets arrested. All right. Father's a politician. All right. Intel agency. All right. Gets their hands on her. They tell her, hey, work for us. We'll keep your record quiet. Daddy keeps his political reputation intact. Right? So the warrant for her arrest, the reasoning is blacked out. Daddy-O wins re-election. He's back in office. He won re-election. She gets hired by the Intel agency. All right. Now, this is another open secret, but the Intel agencies, they're all involved in trafficking. Whether you want to believe it or not, they are. Okay, look at Ghislaine Maxwell. Look at her ties to Mossad. Look at her ties to CIA. Her father was an intelligence operative for Mossad. Okay, her sisters, they work in tech. All right, Epstein, who did he hang out with? All right, and this goes all the way back to was it OSO? Forgot the pre-agency to the CIA. But I read a book about this. It was actually a fictional book, but it was based on honeypotting and spying. All right, and Epstein would get all these politicians, tech guys, whatever, actors, Hollywood, go to his island. All right, why won't they release the Epstein list? but they're over here parading Andrew Tate around, even though Andrew Tate was arrested last year in April for trafficking. The Romanian government lets him go. They're like, yeah, we got nothing here. The women who were supposedly trafficked, videos of them saying, yeah, no, it's not true, it's not true. You know, he's out here talking about the military industrial pharmaceutical complex and how, you know, they're pretty much controlling everything. Next thing you know, he's locked up again in Romania. Okay, Romania is a corrupt country. I mean, that's part of the reason why he moved there. It's corrupt. He can do what he wants. Man is flashy, millions of dollars. I digress. So they hire her, right, for there as a trafficked advocate. Now, I find it very interesting, right, that she was working with Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk, whether you love him, like him, hate him, the dude's part of the intel agency. All right, his dad owned a jewelry mine in South America. All right, his mama's got ties to the occult. He's got ties to the occult. Okay, his own Starlink satellites are being used in Ukraine, so he's also part of, you know, the situation in Ukraine. So I mean, it's kind of right there in front of you. But yeah, okay. So he likes freedom of speech, all right. But he also likes, you know, thick, chunky monkeys. I get it. Who doesn't? I mean, he's also, and I said this in my live stream. I mean, the boy, he's got like birthing groups going on. He's like trying to have like 30 kids. I mean, it's all right there. Okay, it's getting to the point, right, where, and this is all ties to karma. Okay, they have to tell you what they're doing so that you are either consciously or unconsciously supporting it, condoning it, manifesting it for them, and that karma falls onto us. Whether you believe in that stuff or not, whether you believe in the occult or not, it's right there in front of you. If you believe in Ghislaine Maxwell and the trafficking, then you're gonna have to also accept the occult ties to it. I'm just saying, okay. Well, that's the thing. They're not saying what she got arrested for. When you go to, I'm gonna see if I can find it. But they don't tell you what she's arrested for. They don't tell you. You don't know what she's arrested for. All you know is that she is that she got arrested. They don't tell you what it's for. She claims that she was arrested for reporting her rape victim, reporting her rape perpetrator. So why would she get arrested for that? That doesn't make much sense. Why would there be an arrest warrant for her? I'm gonna see if I can find that. But it just adds to my whole speculation regarding her. So she's being a trafficking advocate, but the woman who's supporting her story literally got sued by her own family for faking her trafficking story. All right. We now also know she was a cam girl. Okay. This is, like I said, she gets arrested. The intel agency is like, hey, we'll hire you. We will keep your record quiet. Doesn't hurt daddy's reputation. You work for us. Okay. All right, great. So what is she doing now? She's doing trafficking advocacy work. But then why is it that people who have been trafficked, who speak out to speak to her, are then blocked by her? They're censored by her. Why is that? Why is it that she gets a little bit of pushback on Tim Pool and she completely folds? Why is it that in certain videos of her, she's speaking with a black Hispanic accent, but then on Tim Pool, she's speaking like she sounds like she's from Europe? but she's from Illinois. Okay? So here's my thing. She becomes this advocate, right? But there's no record of any of her advocacy work. She's doing all these speeches, traveling around doing speech tours, doing podcasts, but there's no record. She refuses to name her perpetrator, and she traveled with My Chemical Romance, and that's around the time that she says she was trafficked. So it would be someone with the My Chemical Romance band. Why won't she do that? Well, let's see. If she were to say their name, he could probably sue her for libel and defamation. Right? Amber Heard? Okay. So, now, all of a sudden, apparently, the CP on Twitter is expunged. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not that type of investigator. I'm just a humble Ronin. Okay? So, now here's the thing. When the Vijaya Gotti and them, it was rampant and running. The trafficking was going good. All of a sudden, it's like stopped. But then all of a sudden, we have her now as the Twitter spokesperson for protecting and exposing trafficking on Twitter. But we haven't heard of any breaking news of a new, someone her exposing something on Twitter. We've seen people on Twitter who are journalists, activists. Look at Andy Ngo. He's constantly showing videos of the things he's reporting on or the evidence. There are so many journalists who do that, or activists who do that. Look at people who are activists, in going on in Israel with the anti-Zionist protests. Look what's going on in Peru. Look what's going on in Brazil. There are people out there who are regular people who want to get this stuff out there, who are advocating for certain things, and on their Twitter, they will show videos. They will retweet certain things. They'll be like, hey, this is what's going on. Hey, be careful of this area. It's known to be a heavy area where women might get picked up and trafficked. Whatever it is. She doesn't do any of that stuff. If you look at her Twitter, she doesn't do anything like that. So you have to ask yourself, okay, so if she's not gonna be speaking out necessarily about or showing videos of, hey, we just helped this young lady out, or hey, people, please be careful, these things are happening down here. She doesn't do anything like that. She won't name her the people who trafficked her. But Maria Farmer, and if you know who Maria Farmer is, she was trafficked by Ghislaine Maxwell, and she has no problem saying it was Gazelle, it was Epstein, it was them. So people who I can't think of the other woman's name, but there have been multiple people such as Maria Farmer who have come out, who will speak out every single day. But this woman won't. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So here's my thing, right? So and just another made a point. Is she now the new Gazelle? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. Because we don't know. But like I said, we know that the intelligence agencies, they have their foot in the trafficking. You're foolish to think they don't have their foot in what's going on the border. You'd be foolish if you don't think that. So my whole speculation on it, right? They got her. Maybe she was honeypotted. She was an escort and they got her. And they knew who she was. They knew her father was a politician. They knew they could use her. These things happen. This is, like I said, we live in a military, pharmaceutical, corporate, industrial complex. Okay, it's all one in the same.